Coach, any update on the injury suffered today?
Carlton's got a hip and Sean's got a quad right now that I know of.
And Mike Edwards?
Mike should be fine. I didn't hear about him yet. They didn't give me the full report on Mike.
Todd, it's a 3-score game late third quarter. How I guess, concerning is it that they got back in the game and made things tight there?
It's not concerning. I don't think we executed in the third quarter. The first half we kept their defense on the field. Second half, our offense going 3 and out, and they kept our defense on the field, and fatigue set in for both sides, I think. Tough ball game. Wins are hard to come by in this league. We were playing for first place. We're happy we got it.
Can you talk about the job that Lenny did today? He led the team in 7 different categories.
He plays tough, He plays tough. He ran hard. He blocked hard. He caught a lot of balls. He stretched some first downs. Even when he was behind the sticks, he broke a few tackles for us. So everything he did today, we needed.
That wasn't an easy defensive front to go against. Can you just talk about the way your offensive line played today in both pass and run blocking?
Well, for the most part, we try to keep Tom clean. Run plays, we can have some back, but they did a good job overall, at least stalemating everything. They got some great players over there, and the young guys are growing up.
That sack at the end of the game, Brady sacked. They're going to get the ball back and get a roughing the passer penalty. Do you think other quarterbacks would have gotten the same call?
I don't know. I saw that one being called. I saw it against Tua since he got it. I saw it in the London game this morning. So, I think they're starting to crack down on some of the things and slinging back. So I don't know. Right now, the way they're calling it, I think a lot of people would have got that call.
You involved some of the younger guys in the offense today, Rashad and Cade. Your thoughts on their performance?
I thought Cade was solid. He caught a lot of balls. We'll see about the blocking. I know he's a willing blocker. Rashad caught some balls and turned upfield. I thought he did a good job and looked fast.
Todd, this team was going to try to run against you, even without Cordell Patterson. 151 yards on the ground. What does that mean that you cannot get the run defense right for a third week in a row?
I thought we did a good job in the first half. They had like 44 yards, 45 yards. When you get a 21-0 lead, you play a little bit more in the passing game. The quarterback was the big thing that hurt us in the run game. I thought the other guys, they got 2 runs out and they handled it pretty good. And we started standing on the field a long time. The quarterback hurt us on a couple plays. I think he had 7 carries for 61 yards out of them 150. So we got to do a better job of corralling the quarterback, I would say.
Coach, you got called for a roughing the passer call earlier in the game, too. It didn't look like he hit Marcus Mariota very hard. It looked like he barely bumped him after the play. Is there any concern that they're going to overcorrect with the roughing the passer stuff because of the injury to Tua Tagovailoa?
League safety is at an all-time high, as it should be. Anything close, we understand going into the ball games, they're going to call it.
At the end of the first half, you had a sack that backed them up that led to a missed field goal and kind of set up your field goal. That's a 6-point swing and what ends up being a 6-point win. How big was that?
It was huge. We needed every point we can get. Having them get backed up and not make a field goal helped us a lot.
Todd, you drafted Logan Hall to be a pass rusher. Came through today with another sack, especially when on third down.
He's coming into his own. We moved him around some. We moved him outside a little bit, kept him inside a little bit. As he progresses and get more comfortable in the defense, you'll start seeing him a lot more. But we know what he can bring to the table.
Coach, can you just talk about what you thought of the defense's third down management in the first half versus the second half?
I thought we won the distances of how we wanted to play them with 3rd and 7 plus. I thought they won the second half, keeping it 3rd and short with 4 or less. So it's kind of a tale of 2 halves. We started out good, understanding what we got. They're a very good 3rd and short team. We tried to keep them out of that. They got some 3rd and 1s in the second half that they took advantage of.
What's the key to matching what you did in the first half defensively in the second?
Just got to play 4 quarters. We played good team ball in the first half. I think we lacked it in the second half, but we got to get better at that.
Is there any desire for a more balanced offensive attack? I think Tom threw it about 52 times today. You guys ran for about 3 yards per carry. You guys want to balance it out a little bit more, maybe lessen the shots that Tom has taken?
Depends on the situation. If you have a team that does a lot of things, you want to speed them up a little bit, and we want to score points. That's the biggest thing. We'll try to even it out as the year goes, but we're not going into the game saying we want to be 50-50. We want to take what they give us.
What do you think? The fact that you threw the ball to Lenny a lot today, does that kind of substitute a little bit for the running game? I mean, there are a lot of the short passes. Do you look at it those two as kind of together?
Yeah, it definitely serves as a purpose. When they're doubling the outside guys and they're stacking the run inside, the checkdowns and the flare passes are just as effective.
What do you think of Mike Evans today? It seemed like he came up with the big plays in the game.
You know, that's 2 weeks in a row Mike's come up with the plays. He's a warrior. Like I said, he's the heart and soul of our offense right now, and he's doing a lot of good things for us.
Zion McCollum was getting his first game action today, some of special teams, and then got on the field when Murphy Bunting got hurt at the end of the game. What did you see from him?
I thought he did a great job on the kickoff, going down there trying to cause disruption, being in the middle of the kickoff. Corner-wise, we'll look at the tape, but he got some experience. He got his feet wet, and the game wasn't too big for him.
Sanat got a sack for you today. It looks like he's contributing in the role you're asking him to contribute. Just your thoughts on him.
Sanat's a good football player. You know, he's been playing well the last couple of weeks for us. He comes into the ball game, although height-wise he doesn't look it. He understands the game. He's very strong. He's a very heady player, and he's proven to be a valuable piece.
Jones was inactive again today. Has there been any thought about, whether you guys can place him on injured reserve, or is he just going to continue throughout the season, just kind of being day-to-day?
We'll play that by ear. We'll see how serious he's hurt, and we'll play it week by week right now. We'll come to a decision at some point.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, guys.
Tom, the one sack at the end of the game, they call him for roughing the passer, so it extends the drive. You're able to get off the field. What did you think of that play? Had you been lobbying or asking for some late hits there?
I don't throw the flags.
Tom, Cade Otton had one of the top 4 receiving yards in this unit today. Can you talk about how you guys are building chemistry and how impressive he's kind of being as a rookie tight end?
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Works hard in practice. Football means a lot to him, so he's off to a good start in a career. He's hard-working kid, so shows up every day, tries to do the right thing, is really prepared. So we all have a lot of confidence in him, especially with Cam going out.
Sorry, Todd, went up tempo in the first half, got a couple of good drives going. Didn't really see much of that in the second half. Is that just because you have a lead? But what was the difference between first and second half offense?
I think we just had a lot of 3 and outs, so yeah, we just weren't very good. So bad execution, and just wasn't our best in the second half. So got to learn from it and try to get better.
Tom, can you talk about Leonard Fournette and what he did today on both receiving and rushing the football for you guys?
Did a great job. Yeah, absolutely great job. Was super focused and into it. Big, powerful, strong guy. Obviously, when he gets ahead of steam, he's tough to take down and catches the ball well. And, love his effort out there, love his leadership.
Tom, how's the shoulder feel after this game?
Great.
After 2 losses, to be able to get back into the win column, just what's it mean? And for you guys to get your first win at home in this season, too.
Yeah, it's, obviously tough to lose 2 straight at home. And but we didn't deserve it. And that's football. You got to earn it. And there's no easy games. You got to play good. And, certainly 5 games in, we got a lot of work to do. We're not nearly at the point where we're capable of being, and need a lot of people to step up. And we got to get people out there playing healthy, consistently. Guys got to, we got to keep practicing and get together and make the corrections and try to continue to improve.
It seemed like Mike Evans came down with big catches again today. How key was he in?
Yeah, Mike did a great job. He always does. He's one of our most consistent, dependable players. Just a great player.
You targeted Cade and Rashad quite a bit today. Your thoughts on those 2 guys, how they're evolving?
Yeah, we just got to keep doing it. Who's ever open is going to get it. At the end of the day, I'm trying to find the open guy, and, we got to keep finding ways to find holes in the defense to, make the plays we need to make.
Tom, there was a point with 1:20 left in the second quarter, 4th down and 3. You hurried up to the line of scrimmage to try to get the ball off. You're a little bit frustrated with officiating, and Suckup came on, knocked down the 21-yard field goal. What was the situation there in which you were a little bit frustrated that you couldn't get the snap off?
I don't know. I wasn't sure the substitution rule at that point, so I was just asking about that.
With you guys making the defense making a play just before halftime, and the field goal was missed by the Falcons, and then for you guys to come back and be able to get a field goal. Just what can you say about the defense and getting you guys the ball back there?
It was great. It was a great play. It could be whatever 10-3 at half, ends up being 13-0. So that was a big kind of 6-point swing right there. They miss one, we make one. Backs made a few plays on those catches, and it was great. So thank you guys. Have a great afternoon.